Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh. Welcome everyone to the channel of love and philosophy. Today, we're going to dive into a question that touches every single one of us at some point in our lives. Why are we so unhappy? In a world filled with more comforts and conveniences than ever before, why do so many of us feel a deep sense of restlessness and inner suffering? If I had to give you the answer in just one sentence, it would be this: our endless desires. The desires that go unfulfilled become the very source of our pain. But have you ever wondered where these desires even come from? Well, they are born from our thoughts. Now, it's completely natural for thoughts to arise in the mind. Every single human being is blessed with a unique mind and a unique way of seeing the world. But how are these thoughts actually formed? They are shaped by our birth, our upbringing, and the environment we grow up in. Think about it for a moment. If someone is born into a Sikh family, their way of thinking will naturally be influenced by Sikhi and the teachings of Gurmat. But if that same person had been born into a different faith or culture, their thoughts would have been shaped very differently. This simple example shows us that our birth and the initial mindset we develop are not things we choose. They are not within our control. The real problem starts when we take ownership of these thoughts, when we claim them as my thoughts. The moment we think, I am the one thinking this, or I am the one doing this, we step into the territory of ego, what Gurbani calls Haumai. And according to the Guru's teachings, wherever there is ego, suffering is sure to follow. Guru Nanak Dev Ji explains this with perfect clarity in Japji Sahib. The Guru says, Hukmai andar sabhu ko, bahar hukam na koi. Nanak hukmai jai bujhai, ta haumai kahai na koi. First, let's understand, what is hukam? Hukam is not just a command, it is the divine vibration and the cosmic law that breathes through every atom of the universe. It is the realization that we are not the doers of our lives, but small drops in an infinite ocean, where every wave of joy or sorrow is moved by the same unseen hand. This means that this entire universe, every single thing in it, operates within the divine command, or hukam. Nothing, not a thought, not a desire, not an action, and not a result, is outside of this divine will. The person who truly understands this hukam no longer gets trapped in the illusion of I. They stop saying, I am doing this. Guru Arjan Dev Ji takes this wisdom even deeper in Sukhmani Sahib, saying, Jab lag janai, muj te kachu hoye, tab iskao sukh nahi koye. Jab ih janai mai kichu karta, tab lag garbhajoni ma firta. The Guru is telling us that as long as a person believes something is happening because of me, or I am the doer, they can never find true, lasting peace. This sense of I-ness, this ego, is what keeps us bound in a continuous cycle of suffering, birth, and death. Now, it's very important to understand something here. This doesn't mean that we should just sit back and stop taking action. Gurmat does not teach laziness or inactivity. Far from it. What Gurmat teaches is to let go of the ego of being the doer. The teaching is to work hard, do your duty with all your heart, but do not claim the action or the result as your own. Don't say, I am doing it. And most importantly, do not attach your identity to the outcome. When a person starts to accept that thoughts are arising within the hukam, desires are appearing within the hukam, actions are being performed within the hukam, and the results are being delivered by the hukam, that's when the mind's tight grip begins to loosen. And when that happens, our desires naturally start to quiet down on their own. Let's look at nature for a moment. Animals don't have a highly developed, complex mind like humans do. That's why they don't chase after unnecessary desires. They fulfill their natural needs, food, water, shelter, and they remain content. Humans, on the other hand, were blessed with this incredible mind, so that we could connect with and understand our Creator. But instead, what have we done? We've buried this beautiful mind under the heavy weight of ego, greed, and endless wanting. So, the path of Gurmat teaches us a profound truth. Having thoughts is not the problem. The problem is attaching our identity to those thoughts. That is the real cause of our pain. It is not in our power to stop thoughts from entering our mind, but it is absolutely in our power to choose not to cling to them, not to identify with them. The day a person accepts this truth from the core of their being, I am not the doer. This victory is not mine, and this defeat is not mine. Everything is happening within the divine will. That is the day the ego begins to dissolve. And where the ego ends, suffering also ends. That is where true, unshakable inner peace begins. I truly hope that today's discussion has offered you a positive shift in your perspective. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please consider doing so. We will continue to share these beautiful insights rooted in Gurmat with you. We'll see you in the next video. May the divine protect you always. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.